So now dear student, after the discussion of the photosynthesis, means what we required for the photosynthesis we discussed. Means for proper photosynthesis you require carbon dioxide, proper amount of the water and the mineral salts that needed to be absorbed by the plants through their root, and plants color must be the green color, that means the leaves must contain the chlorophyll, and there must be the presence of the proper quality of the sunlight. Then only photosynthesis process can be occurred smoothly and very properly. So after the photosynthesis process, let us discuss why photosynthesis process is very significant or very important in our ecosystem. Now here I have written some points why photosynthesis process is regarded as a very important for entire living beings or for our ecosystem. Now here you can see life would have been impossible without photosynthesis. मतलब जो लाइफ जो ये चल रहा है अर्थ में ये इम्पॉसिबल हो जाता, मीन्स लाइफ द नेम ऑफ द लाइफ वुड हैव बीन कंप्लीटली क्लीन आउट और द वाइप आउट फ्रॉम द अर्थ इन एब्सेंस ऑफ द फोटोसिंथेसिस. सो कंप्लीटली लाइफ यहाँ पे खत्म हो जाता यदि फोटोसिंथेसिस प्रोसेस यहाँ पे नहीं होता. तो सीधी सी बात, मतलब लाइफ टोटली कोलैप्स हो जाएगा यदि फोटोसिंथेसिस प्रोसेस यदि आपका स्टॉप हो जाए इन आवर इकोसिस्टम. सो दिस प्रोसेस मीन्स फोटोसिंथेसिस इज very important or very significant for whole ecosystem. To run the entire ecosystem, to run the life on the earth, photosynthesis होना बहुत जरूरी है. So dear friend, number A, survival of the all living beings, that is directly dependent and indirectly dependent on it. मतलब all living beings including the plants or animals, they are directly and indirectly dependent on the photosynthesis. Means without photosynthesis there is no any other alternative options for our nutrition. So you require, means we require to go through either directly or indirectly on photosynthesis process. हम लोग को डिपेंड होना ही पड़ेगा फोटोसिंथेसिस पे. फोटोसिंथेसिस है, ग्रीन प्लांट्स है, फोटोसिंथेसिस करता है, फूड बनता है और वही फूड हम लोग लेते हैं, चाहे और लिविंग बींग्स लेता है टू रन देयर लाइफ प्रोसेसेस. So number 1, survival or the existence of the whole living beings, the photosynthesis need to be continued. Number 2, it maintain the oxygen and the carbon dioxide cycle in the natures. मतलब जो भी गैसेस का, जो भी लाइफ सपोर्टिंग गैस ऑक्सीजन एंड फोटोसिंथेसिस सपोर्टिंग कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस का जो बैलेंस है, मींस द बैलेंस बिटवीन द ऑक्सीजन एंड द कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस cycle is well maintained by the photosynthesis process. यदि फोटोसिंथेसिस नहीं होता तो इसका आपका जो आपका बैलेंस था ये आपका इम्बैलेंस हो जाएगा, मीन्स डिस्टर्बेंस आ जाएगा ऑक्सीजन साइकिल एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड साइकिल में इन एब्सेंस ऑफ द फोटोसिंथेसिस प्रोसेस. So dear student, you may write these 2 points. Other than these 2 points, you may enlist that whatever the fossil fuels means जो हम लोग फ्यूल यूज करते हैं जैसे पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट्स, they are exactly the remains of the ancient plants and the animals. तो ancient plant and animals किसके वजह से था? Because of the photosynthesis. So because of the photosynthesis, we are able to use the fossil fuels like coal, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. and so on. So photosynthesis is very important in that sense also. You may enlist that point also. Number C के तौर में तुम उस point को enlist कर सकते हो. So dear student, I hope you have understood why photosynthesis process in our nature or in our ecosystem is very important. Now next topic, it is time to discuss, or it is time for discussion about the factors affecting photosynthesis, because we should not forget that the rate of photosynthesis changes as presence of the light, temperature, carbon dioxide and water and mineral side. Means some days you face a very sunny day, means light is very high, means you are getting the proper intensity of light. यदि लाइट का इंटेंसिटी हाई है तो रेट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस बढ़ जाता है. यदि किसी दिन वहां पर लाइट का इंटेंसिटी घट जाता, मीन्स इफ द लाइट इज क्लाउडी और मे बी द फगी, मे बी द डार्क डेज, then definitely the rate of photosynthesis in those days becomes very, very slow. So you have to write or remember from this point, means the rate of photosynthesis increases with the increase in intensity of the light and decreases with the decrease in इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द लाइट. यदि लाइट का इंटेंसिटी बढ़ाया जाएगा, यदि ब्राइट लाइट है तो वहां पे फोटोसिंथेसिस आपका बहुत जल्दी होगा, तेजी होगा. बट यदि आपका लाइट का इंटेंसिटी घट जाएगा, देन द रेट ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस आल्सो डिक्रीजेस. सो डियर स्टूडेंट, नंबर 1 आई थिंक क्लियर. नंबर 2, टेम्परेचर. It means what is the temperature of that particular day. If the temperature of that particular day is approximately about 40 degrees Celsius, then definitely it is supposed that the rate of photosynthesis is very, very good or very, very satisfactory for entire ecosystem. But if temperature is lesser than that 40 degrees Celsius, means especially in the foggy days or winter season, then the rate of photosynthesis slows down or मतलब वो धीमा पड़ जाता है यदि टेम्परेचर दिन का चाहे डे टाइम का घट जाए तो. Now carbon dioxide, if the amount of carbon dioxide gas in our atmosphere is very nice, well balanced, then definitely that also help in a proper photosynthesis process. यदि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का लेवल घट गया, चाहे परसेंटेज घट रहा, मीन्स इम्बैलेंसेस हो रहा है, तो definitely the rate of photosynthesis is also affected. Now number last, water and mineral salts. Now if the plant is able to collect proper amount of water and the proper amount of mineral salts, means यदि हम लोग उस प्लांट को अच्छा से वाटर एंड जो मिनरल्स है, जो भी आपके न्यूट्रिएंट्स हैं, वो हम लोग सप्लाई करते हैं, then definitely it assists in the effective and the smooth photosynthesis process. If that plant is lacking some water and the minerals, then definitely we can hope that, we can guess that the rate of photosynthesis in that plants is very, very less. So you have to supply, our plant need to take proper amount of water and minerals to conduct a smooth photosynthesis process. Now here is discussion about the synthesizing of the other nutrients by the plants other than the carbohydrates. Not to forget, dear student, carbohydrates is the starch, which is exactly the glucose. When glucose are stored in the different part of the plants, then it is known as starch, and this starch is carbohydrates. Now carbohydrates contain carbon atom, इसमें कार्बन है, हाइड्रोजन है और ऑक्सीजन, ये तीनों मिलकर के कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स चाहे स्टार्च और ग्लूकोज बनता है. बट we require the nitrogen also. Not only we, rather plant also require the nitrogen for their growth and development. So from where this nitrogen is absorbed or taken by the green plants. Now not to forget, green plants absorb the water and minerals salt through their roots. Now in their roots there is the presence of the nitrifying bacteria. Nitrifying bacteria means such a bacteria are present in their root nodules which help to synthesize the atmospheric nitrogen in the soluble nitrates. तो जो एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन है इसको डायरेक्टली प्लांट नहीं ले सकता है, इवन दो परसेंटेज ऑफ नाइट्रोजन इज वेरी मच हायर इन आवर एटमॉस्फेयर. एट द टाइम द nitrifying bacteria present in the roots helps to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the soluble nitrates. And now when the soluble nitrates are available in the soil, then definitely the plants, green plants are easily able to just absorb those soluble nitrates with the help of the root hairs, and it reaches to the plant body. And in this way these nitrates are also stored in their plant body or the sources of the foods of the different items, fruits, vegetable, etc. And this finally in this way this nitrogen are reaches, this nitrogen along with the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen reaches to the animals when they consume the different parts of the plant. So in this way nitrogen is taken by the plants through their roots with the help of nitrifying bacteria. An example here I have written rhizobium bacteria. Means rhizobium bacteria is a nitrifying bacteria which has ability to synthesize the atmospheric nitrogen into the soluble nitrates, and hence plant can easily absorb these nitrates. So dear student, I hope up to this topic you have been well clear. So please note it down in your note copies.